viewers, and I am Lolly M. Kamara. Thank you for joining us. And a reminder that you can also join us on Q Radio 103.3 FM. Here are the headlines. The Gambia's Ministry of Health has issued a stark warning against the use of weight gain pills, which are becoming increasingly popular among young women and girls. Neurological, a non-profit organization committed to helping children with spinal and brain conditions, is in the Gambia to train neurosurgeons and carry out free life-changing surgeries at Nemban Clinic. The African Feminist Just Transitional Forum is taking place from September the 4th to September the 5th, 2025 in Ethiopia, under the theme Centering Feminist Voices in Africa's Just Transition. In international news, the grand finale of the 2025 Africa Tech Challenge concluded on a high note in the Kenya capital, Nairobi, with teams from Ghana, Uganda and Kenya emerging as the biggest winners. In sports news, the Gambia kept alive their slim hopes of qualifying for the next year's FIFA World Cup with a stunning upset victory over Kenya in Nairobi. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. Thank you for joining us. The Gambia's Ministry of Health has issued a stark warning against the use of weight gain pills, which are becoming increasingly popular among young women and girls. The trend, driven by the societal belief that a fuller figure is more beautiful, is raising serious health concerns, as these unregulated pills can cause severe and lasting damage. Babukar Sis's story is narrated by Yafa Tugay.
Weight gain pills are marketed as quick fixes for individuals who wish to put on weight rapidly. These products range from medically approved prescriptions for patients with specific health conditions to unregulated, unsafe supplements sold in markets or online. In the Gambia, products like Periasin, 3 Days Pill, and Per are growing in popularity, particularly among young women and girls who view weight gain as a symbol of attractiveness. However, the Ministry of Health has cautioned against their use due to serious health risk. Unlike prescription medications, these pills are typically unregulated. Their ingredients are often undeclared, unverified, and unsafe. Some contain hidden drugs that stimulate appetite or cause fleet retention, leading to rapid but unhealthy weight gain. Fatou Jain, a former user of Periasin, shares her experience.
I used to take Periasin because people called me skinny, and all my friends seemed to have fuller figures. When I started gaining weight, people began asking what was happening to me or if I was pregnant. Over time, I started feeling unwell almost every day. One day, my mother searched my room and found the pills. She thought I was taking family planning pills. That's when I decided to stop. I will never recommend anyone use them.
While users may see results within days, the long-term consequences can be devastating. Reported side effects include high blood pressure, diabetes, osteoporosis, adrenal gland disorder, and the development of a moon phase. Other risks include dizziness, confusion, liver damage, and kidney failure. In some cases, weight gain pills may contain anabolic steroids intended for muscle growth. Misuse of these substances can cause heart complications, mood swings, infertility, and other life-threatening conditions. The damage lies not only in the ingredients, but also in the lack of medical oversight, making them highly unpredictable. Fatou Kasama has also used Periasin for the wrong reasons.
My husband's second wife was what they call bataba. So I thought he married her because I am too skinny. I told my friend, and she advised me to take Periasin. As I began gaining weight, my husband noticed and confronted me. He told me to stop or he would divorce me. I stopped taking it. I wasn't sick since I used it only for a short time, but I hated the way my body looked.
The pursuit of quick weight gain through unregulated pills is risky and potentially harmful. Young women and girls are urged to avoid products like Periasin, 3 days pill, and PER. Safe, sustainable weight gain comes from proper nutrition, exercise, and guidance from healthcare professionals, not dangerous shortcuts. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafatu Gay.
Neurokids, a not-profit organization committed to helping children with spinal and brain conditions, is in the Gambia to train neurosurgeons and carry out free life-changing surgeries for patients with hydrocephalus and spina bifida at Ndaman Clinic. Here is Yafatoge again.
Hydrocephalus and spina bifida are among the most common childhood neurosurgical conditions globally, affecting over 800,000 children every year. Untreated, many children die before age 2, and survivors frequently endure lifelong disabilities and social stigma. Neurokids also presented essential equipment to the clinic for hydrocephalus and spina bifida operations by Gambian surgeons. Through training local medical teams and offering continuous mentorship via remote technology, Neurokids seeks to empower Gambian doctors to sustainably treat children with hydrocephalus and spina bifida for years to come. By training local teams and providing ongoing mentorship through remote technology, Neurokids aim to ensure Gambian doctors can continue treating children with these conditions long into the future. Here is Chrissy Close, the program director for Neurokids.
Neurokids exists to support children and families with hydrocephalus and spina bifida live long, healthy lives. So here in the Gambia, what that looks like is working with the surgical team here at Ndamban Hospital for the purpose of expanding their capacity to treat children with hydrocephalus and spina bifida.
The surgeries and training are being led by a team of regional and international experts, including Prof. Femi Bakule from Lagos University Training Hospital and Dr. Lamin Jane, one of the Gambia's neurosurgeons.
Okay, well, so ETVCPC has been known for a while to be successful, especially in older people, in adults, and in children. So the focus of NeuroKids is with children, especially children under 2.
So normally for hydrocephalus, we would do, traditionally in the Gambia, we were doing something which you connect a tube called a shunt to the ventricles of the head, you come under the skin and you go to the abdomen and place it there. But for this mission that we are doing what you're doing is called ETV CPC.
Dr. Jane emphasized the difficulties his team encountered prior to NeuroKids' intervention.
The challenges we have in this hospital are many also from the side of doctors, because this machine we are seeing, the endoscope, this is the first time for this type of machine to be in the Gambia, specifically for this procedure. So sometimes some lack of equipment also can contribute to this.
Prof. Bakule also spoke about the social stigma associated with hydrocephalus and spina bifida.
So one of the things that has hindered the care of hydrocephalus in times past is that many people see these children, their heads are big, and they think that, oh, it's a curse or some other kind of non-medical problem.
NeuroKids has worked across multiple countries, performing thousands of surgeries, offering specialized training, and significantly improving outcomes for children and their families. NeuroKids' work in the Gambia not only saves lives, but also builds lasting local capacity. By equipping and training Gambian surgeons, the organization ensures children with hydrocephalus and spina bifida receive ongoing, quality care, offering hope, improved health, and brighter future for generations to come. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafat Gay.
The African Feminist Just Transition Forum is being held from September 4th to 5th, 2025 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, bringing together African feminist women, youth, activists, and policymakers under the theme Centering Feminist Voices in Africa's Just Transition. Sena Buchau is in Ethiopia, and this is her report.
As the first day unfolded, Participants engage in a series of dynamic discussions in a range of workshops aimed at amplifying feminist perspectives on climate action. The forum is a precursor to the African Climate Summit, scheduled to take place from the 6th to the 10th of September, and which will address broader environmental challenges affecting the continent. The discussions covered various topics, including the effects of climate change on women's livelihoods, the role of youth in climate activism, and strategies for building resilient communities. Participants shared personal stories and innovative solutions that will empower women and girls in their respective regions to foster a sense of solidarity and shared purpose. Here are Regina Bafaki, the Executive Director, Action for Development, and Terry Ann, respectively, both participants at the African Just Transition Forum.
Feminist approaches will, of course, contribute to a just transition because in feminism we believe in inclusion, we believe in equity, we believe in participation. And therefore, I feel that the voices of the women, the voices of the local communities that we serve will be heard, but also we shall be able to pick and run on the local and grown solutions. For me, that is very important.
There is no climate justice without gender justice. We cannot decarbonize if we do not address gender justice. We cannot decolonize if we do not address gender justice and the structural inequalities that have been there towards African women, towards women who are being affected by militarization in Palestine, in Congo, in Sudan. It is all in climate justice. So when you talk about climate justice, we need to talk about gender justice. We need to talk about militarization. We need to talk about decarbonization. So it's a one-fit-all conversation. We cannot, have conversations in silos here.
Participants expressed their eagerness to formulate actionable recommendations that will be presented at the upcoming African Climate Summit to ensure feminist voices are not only heard, but prioritized in the continent's climate agenda.
With the backdrop of Addis Ababa, a city known for its rich history and vibrant culture, the African Feminist Just Transition Forum stands as a beacon of hope and a call to action for a more equitable and sustainable future. Reporting for QTV News in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, I am Sainabu Chao.
We'll now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have national and international and sports news stories. Do stay tuned and join us after the break.
At Ajib Bank, we are more than banking. We build bridges that connect you to pivotal services every day. Do you have government bills to pay to the Gambia Revenue Authority, Comfort, KMC, or the Accountant General's Department? We've got you covered. From payment of customs and domestic taxes to GRA, payment of number plate and vehicle ownership transfer to Comfort, payment of property rates and business license fee to KMC, and payment of MR passport, business registration, fishing license, land fees, sale of assets, lease application, development permits, quarrying royalties, gravel and sand, mining royalties, and a host of other revenue lines to the Accountant General's Department. Walk into any of our branches nationwide and make your payments hassle-free. Either in person or online. Simple, secure, and immediate. With Ajib Bank, there is no need to worry about government bill payments for your vehicles, taxes, licenses, business registration, and any other revenue line. Ajib Bank, passionate about your investment. We've got you covered. Ajib Bank, your investment partner.
Supersonics Islamic Insurance, the Gambia's first digital insurance provider, brings innovation, convenience, and Sharia compliance to your doorstep. We offer a wide range of general insurance services, ensuring peace of mind and protection for what matters most. Whether at home, on the go, or in business, experience the difference with Supersonics Islamic Insurance Company Limited. Contact us today, +220-5132-319, 5132-318, or 5132-315. Email us info@supersonicsinsurance.com or on our website www.supersonicsinsurance.com or visit us at Beta Plaza 56 Liberation Avenue, Banjul.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. William Mendy, an air conditioner and refrigerator technician, has built a fully functional water dispenser from recycled materials designed for domestic use. Mamadou Gajaga visited him in Tabokoto to explore the innovation, and he now files this report.
William Mendy, a Gambian resident of Tabokoto in the Kanifing municipality, is a skilled technician with over 10 years of experience in air conditioner and refrigerator repairs. He has now used his skills and knowledge to go beyond repairs. He has built something from scratch which is fully functional and can be used in the home. After building a water dispenser, William explained that the unit begins cooling within 30 minutes of operation. He crafted it using recycled materials, integrating a user-friendly design and energy-efficient components.
Here you have the machine that is the black round stuff underneath is the machine that's what in the technical terms we call it a compressor. We have a condenser attached by it, which is locally they call it grease, but in technical terms we call it condenser. We have a stool that I hire a welder man to make for me and then design it for me on the size of the cooler that is on top. So the cooler is what I remove the white plastic inside it and then run pipes inside and then connect it on the machine.
Inspired by his father, a technical worker, William developed a curiosity for how machines operate from a young age. Working alongside his father, he gained early skills in refrigeration and air conditioning repair before enrolling in a technical school to further sharpen his expertise. He shared details of his journey.
I grew up to be someone who inspired technical work. And then since I graduated from senior school, I went to the Gambia Technical Training Institute to secure a certificate and a diploma. Alongside, I'm going for training as well on companies like Gamtel and other companies in order to have more technical skills and training.
William says with the right support, he hopes to develop a system where his cooling unit can run on less power through battery installation. Recognizing the need for a reliable and affordable water dispenser, he set out to design one capable of serving multiple households and workplaces.
I would want it to be like, a system in which even where it's without electricity, I can use battery to power it with use of, an inverter to make it like a local-based project wherein it can reach the needs of the local people in the village, which that they cannot afford refrigerators.
Sek Omar Jao, William's colleague, is very complimentary of William and his prospects.
Yeah, William
is a good person and highly skilled in technical work. Like many of us in technical fields, he believes he can achieve a great deal if given proper support.
William intends to expand his innovation and share his design with others. He hopes his work will inspire future advancements in accessible, sustainable water solutions, showing that skill and creativity can make a real impact. Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
Amazing stuff there. Coming up next is international news. The grand finale of the 2025 Africa Tech Challenge concluded on a high note in Kenyan capital Nairobi, with teams from Ghana, Uganda and Kenya emerging as the biggest winners. The prestigious competition aims to equip young Africans with technical skills to address continental challenges and reduce unemployment. This story is by Daniel Aramoy of our media partner CGTN.
For 5 intense weeks, young engineers and developers from 12 African nations were put to the test. Their mission to master advanced engineering, computer numerical control machining, and mobile application development, among others. Under the guidance of Chinese experts, They learned to design and fabricate precision parts, transforming digital designs into tangible products. Teams Ghana, Uganda and Kenya clinched the top prize for their outstanding performances.
This is our victory now. This shows the step we have taken in terms of science and technology when it comes to these advanced machines, or CNC, computer numerical machines.
Those who have not gotten any trophy or the good position that people are getting here, there's so much in skills that they have gotten from the training that we went through.
According to officials, the challenge is a key pillar of Africa's agenda to nurture future problem solvers.
The African Tech Challenge reflects our shared aspiration under Africa's Agenda 2063 to build a skilled, innovative, and united Africa, contributing meaningfully to the global economy.
And we are confident that this initiative will continue to nurture high-quality talents who will contribute significantly to Africa's socio-economic development and the deepening friendship between our nations.
The winning teams receive fully sponsored scholarships or training in China to further their skills. To date, at least 1,300 African youth have been trained since the launch of the challenge in 2014. Daniel Arab Moy, CGTN.
Also in international news, the Parliament of Greece passed a controversial new migration law on Wednesday, toughening its stance on failed asylum seekers deemed saved by the European Union. Elusise has the rest of that story.
According to the new legislation, undocumented migrants entering Greece from third countries deemed safe by the European Union will no longer be entitled to asylum. Instead, they will be ordered to return home, face up to 2 years in detention, and fines up to 10,000 euros. Tanos Plevris, Greece's migration minister, supported the move and said the rights of the Greeks to protect their country outweigh the rights of rejected asylum seekers who remain in the country illegally. According to AfricaNews.com, the Greece government has already built a border fence and increased sea patrols since Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis took over in 2019. Greece was on the front line of the 2015 migration crisis when more than 1 million people crossed into Europe fleeing war and poverty. The recent steep rise in the arrivals from Libya to the islands of Crete and Gavdos prompted the government to temporarily suspend asylum processing for North African migrants earlier this year. Greece is not the only European country toughening up its laws or seeming to have a change of mind about welcoming migrants. In August 2015, the then German Chancellor Angela Merkel, in response to concerns, had said, "We can do it, given that Germany had a strong economy." Since then, the tide has turned in Germany and other European countries, including the Netherlands and Belgium, with anti-immigration groups making strong showings in opinion polls and at the ballot box. The United Nations Refugee Agency warns that the new law introduced in Greece could penalize people in genuine need of protection and urges Greece to consider fast-track asylum seekers, reports AfricaNews.com. Human rights groups have also accused Greek authorities of illegally pushing back migrants at sea and on land. Meanwhile, the EU Border Agency and Coast Guard Agency, Frontex, is investigating a dozen alleged human rights violations involving Greek authorities. The agency supports EU member states and Schengen countries in managing their external borders and fighting cross-border crime. The Greek government insists that the measures are necessary for national security, but rights groups say they risk undermining international protection standards. Reporting for QTV News, I am Ali Usise.
Up next is sports news. The Gambia kept alive their slim hopes of qualifying for the next year's FIFA World Cup with a stunning upset victory over Kenya in Nairobi. More in this report.
There was no shortage of optimism in the Kenyan camp ahead of today's home fixture Group F clash, as can be heard from head coach Benny McCarthy and his captain Michael Olum.
The intentions is really to give it everything we have. Like I said, it is a kind of impossible task at the moment when you look at how far ahead the front Wolfpack are. But for us, it's just about every match at a time and doing the best that we possibly can to try and collect maximum points.
I believe we have assembled a good squad that is capable of taking maximum points, so that's our objective for tomorrow.
Although the Gambia were playing away from home, they were pleased to get some support from home fans. And in a display of sportsmanship rarely seen at this level, Kenyan hotel staff sent the Gambian visitors off with warmth and cheer, even as they headed to face their own national team. But just 12 minutes in, that hospitality had been answered with cold precision. Sadie Sinyan's flick from Yankuba Minte's delivery following the Gambia's first corner opened the floodgates. Minte turned from provider to goal scorer as he doubled his side's lead on 25 minutes, finishing a blistering counter started by Musa Barrow, guiding the ball past Odiambo in the Kenyan goal. The home fans were stunned. Kenyan fans went from being stunned to being in shock as Musa Barrow emulated Minte, going from provider to goal scorer to silence the crowd in the 38th minute as he steered home Gambia's third, which was how it stayed up till the half-time whistle. As was expected, the Kenyans came out for the second half with great determination and put Gambia on the defensive. It was therefore no surprise when Rogers Ogam pulled one back late on for Kenya with a finely taken goal in the 81st minute. However, they could not add to their tally, and the match ended with Gambia winning 3-1. The result lifts the Gambia to 7 points, one above Kenya, while Gabon and Côte d'Ivoire remained firmly in control of the group with 3 games to play. The same hotel staff who had serenaded the Gambia were there to welcome them back to their hotel with a song. So there we have it, in Nairobi, a stunning upset and a shake-up in Group F, with the Gambia praying for a miracle to get to live that World Cup dream. For QTV News, I am Ade Darami.
We will pray for them as well. That's all for this news bulletin. Do join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for another bulletin. Until then, thanks for watching.